Yo. What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS, back once again with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of First Impression, where we do a very early preview of the next NBA slate. The main purpose of this video is to highlight the totals of each game, who's favored, and as well give you guys a little injury report for the games and who benefits or who takes a hit from the people on the list. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or our live streams. Also, make sure you're in our free chat room where we discuss all things DFS 24/7 all day, every day. We also answer questions in there. We shoot the sometimes. Just go ahead and go to chatdfs.com to get in for free. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This main slate has 10 games. It's a pretty fat size slate, so let's try to get through this on good time. There's a ton of injury news as well to go over, and you know that a big slate means lower ownership, so you can find those low owned gems in here. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it. First game on the slate, New York at Orlando, opened up at a 212.5 total. New York is favored by 4. On the New York side, we have Mitchell Robinson is out. People who benefit from this are Nerlens Noel, who should be seeing 25 plus minutes every game, and Julius Randle, who could be slotted at the 5 spot in some matchups now. Obviously, in this one against Vucevic, probably not going to see that. Probably going to see a lot of Nerlens Noel, maybe some Taj Gibson minutes, but that's for matchup wise. On the Orlando side, we have Evan Fournier as questionable, James Ennis as questionable, Al-Farouq Aminu is questionable, Cole Anthony is out, and Aaron Gordon is out. Notice that these tags, or Cole Anthony, there is no out tag on him. FanDuel has been messing up lately with their injury designation tags, so I know it's not the same on DraftKings, but FanDuel's been pretty poo-poo with them lately, not gonna lie. He's out, trust me. He's gonna be out toward the All-Star break, and it's not gonna say it, but until you go into his profile and look at his information. But yeah, if Evan Fournier and James Ennis are out, I do like Terrence Ross and Michael Carter-Williams. Michael Carter-Williams should see a ton of run if both of those dudes are out. He's the only point guard I think the Orlando Magic have. So, besides Dwayne Bacon, who I think was playing point guard when Frank Mason got hurt that game against Golden State, I think he shifted to the 1 and he did play point guard, so that could happen. Anyways, next game on the slate, Houston at Philly, opened up at a 225.5 total. Philly is favored by 10.5. On the Houston side, we have PJ Tucker as questionable, Victor Oladipo is doubtful, Eric Gordon is also doubtful, and Christian Wood is out. Because of this, I do like John Wall, who should shoulder a lot of the offensive. I guess he should see the ball in his hands a lot. He should score a lot. The usage is going to go towards him. They're going to have to lean on him for offense. And also, I think DeMarcus Cousins benefits as well. If PJ Tucker's out, it should bode well more for DeMarcus Cousins because they will need a big against Embiid in this matchup. David Nwaba is also a good play if PJ Tucker would be out. Sterling Brown is also in play. I think he's receiving 20 plus minutes every game. Hasn't been producing, but you could see it soon. Definitely might be someone that people overlook tomorrow. On the Philly side, we have Joel Embiid as probable and Shake Milton is out. Because of this, I do like Seth Curry. Maybe he will see more consistent minutes. Tyrese Maxey will pick up Shake Milton's minutes as well. Next game, Atlanta at Boston. Opened up at a 224.5 total. Boston is favored by 3. Boston is on a back-to-back as well. On the Atlanta side, we have Tony Snell questionable, Rajon Rondo out, Chris Dunn out, DeAndre Hunter out. Don't say it. Bogdan Bogdanovic is also out as well. I do like the people who have just been benefiting in his absence. Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Huerter. On the Boston side, we have Daniel Tice as questionable, who did not play last night. Marcus Smart is out. And watch Kemba Walker because I know he's been resting back-to-backs. He rested this past back-to-back, I think, within this last week, maybe a week ago. So he might rest this too. Or might rest here too. If Daniel Tice sits, I do like Tristan Thompson and one of my favorites who I liked last night, Robert Williams. He has a consistent fantasy output. I think he has over a fantasy point per minute output. So yeah, they could definitely play Robert Williams over Tristan Thompson in some cases. But last night I think Tristan Thompson did play more minutes. Robert Williams had the better fantasy output though. Next game's on the slate. Detroit at Chicago opened up at a. Oh, my notes don't say anything because when I checked and made this, they didn't have a total. So let me go ahead and figure that out for you guys right now. Detroit at Chicago opened up at a 222.5 total. Chicago is favored by 4.5. On the Detroit side, we have Killian Hayes as out, and Blake Griffin will be out for the foreseeable future till he finds a trade suitor. Because of this, I do like Mason Plumlee, who benefits without Blake Griffin. Jeremy Grant should see a bounce back, and DeLon Wright should absorb just any usage that Blake had in the first place. Obviously, it will be spread out, but DeLon Wright does get a little bump, as well as a Josh Jackson. He's in play tomorrow as well. On the Chicago side, we have Otto Porter still out, Lauri Markkanen out, and Wendell Carter is limited to 20 minutes. Because of this, I do like Zach LaVine and Kobe White, who should see just increased usage, or, well, maintain the usage that they've been having the past couple games with Lauri Markkanen is out. Next game on the slate, Indiana at Minnesota, opened up at a 229.5 total, with Indiana being favored by 6.5. Minnesota is on a back-to-back. Something to note. On the Indiana side, we have Doug McDermott as questionable. If he's out, I do like Jeremy Lamb to pick up some minutes. TJ McConnell, who played 42 minutes last game, and Justin Holiday, who should see consistent minutes as well. On the Minnesota side, we have D'Angelo Russell is out, and Jarrett Culver is still out as well. I do like Jordan Laughlin as a punt, and Anthony Edwards is a decent play tomorrow just because he seems to be playing more confidently and is basically he's holding his role down as the person to come in after D'Angelo Russell. He's definitely shouldering the offense with Towns, or Karl Anthony Towns. So yeah, definitely look there tomorrow. Next game on the slate, Denver at Washington. This game opened up at a 231.5 total. Denver is favored by 3.5. Denver is on a back-to-back as well, and they have a plethora of injury news. Monte Morris was questionable, who sat out yesterday. Gary Harris is questionable, who sat out yesterday. PJ Dozier questionable, sat out yesterday. Will Barton questionable, sat out yesterday. And you can guess with Paul Millsap. Yes, he was questionable, and yes, he sat out yesterday. My theory on this, I guess, list of questionableness is that there is no news on them yet. So I have to put them all questionable, but I do expect most of them to be out tomorrow, maybe besides Monte Morris and Will Barton. I'm not sure what's going on with Will Barton. I know he's out for personal reasons, but maybe he'll come back today. Not sure, but the others I do expect to be out as well, but definitely look for that news tomorrow. If they are all out again, I do like Jamal Murray, Sundo Campazzo. I think I totally butchered his first name again, but he had crazy run last night, and he produced a lot as well. He's looking to make a statement out there by basically passing the ball, like making hustle plays. I watched him last night. He hustled a lot, and when you do stuff like that, you're gonna definitely rack up peripheral stats. So I do like him if Monte Morris is out again. Nikola Jokic should also see a lot of usage. They basically ran the offense through him last night. They gave him the ball every time down the floor. Michael Porter Jr. hopefully a bounce back, and also JaMychal Green had 28 minutes as well. I think JaMychal made one bucket, and the entire night Michael Porter Jr. had 0. So very unusual for that to happen. Could see a bounce back tomorrow, especially against Washington, because they play a lot of defense. On the Washington side, we have Ish Smith is out. I like Raul Nato as a punt, and something to note is that Moritz Wagner was starting the last couple of games. Next game on the slate, Portland at New Orleans. Opened up at a 231.5 total. New Orleans is favored by 3. Both teams are on a back-to-back. Portland has Rodney Hood is questionable. Harry Giles is out. CJ McCollum out, and Yusuf Nurkic is out as well. Because of this, I do like Damian Lillard, who has been taking on a big part of the offense with both CJ and Yusuf Nurkic out. Gary Trent Jr., who stepped in for CJ McCollum, and Derrick Jones Jr., who is seeing good minutes right now, especially after his injury a week ago. But he saw, I think, 30 minutes, so he's going to continue to receive that unless he gets into foul trouble, which I did play him that night. Unfortunate. Anyways, on the New Orleans side, we have Steven Adams, who was questionable to return last night, and I think he will be questionable when we open the day with news today. If he is out, I do like Willie Hernan-Gomez, and Zion Williamson should get his rebound numbers up a little more. Next game on the slate, OKC at Memphis. Opened up at a 221.5 total. Memphis is favored by 7.5. Both teams are on a back-to-back. On the OKC side, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is questionable. We are waiting for news on him, but he was out yesterday. Theo Maledon came back yesterday, played 27 minutes. This is a back-to-back, but I'm not sure if he has any limitations or anything. If Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out, I do like Lou Dort. Hamidou Diallo, who continues to show just positive stuff from his spot, and having Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out, he does seem to shine. Darius Bazley is also one to get his usage bumped a little bit. On the Memphis side, we have Desmond Bane as questionable. We're waiting on news for him as well. He was out yesterday as well. Jaren Jackson will be out until after the All-Star break. If Desmond Bane is out, I think there will be more consistent minutes for Dillon Brooks as he's been receiving, and Grayson Allen as well. Next game on the slate, Utah at Clippers. Opened up at a 228.5 total, with Utah being favored by 2.5. On the Utah side, we have Mike Conley as out. If he is out again, I do like Joe Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, and Donovan Mitchell. On the Clippers side, we have Kawhi Leonard as questionable, Nick Batum as out, and Paul George is out as well. If Kawhi is out, I do like Lou Williams, Marcus Morris, and probably Ivica Zubac, just because he might be needed against Rudy Gobert in this matchup. He closed the game last time, and who knows, you could see Serge close against Rudy Gobert, but it just makes sense to me that the bigger dude, Ivica Zubac, will be on Rudy Gobert. So that's just my take on it. Last game on the slate, Miami at Golden State. Opened up at a 224.5 total. Miami is favored by 1. On the Miami side, we have Goran Dragic as out. Avery Bradley is out as well. I do like Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo. Something to note is Kelly Olynyk was playing like a consistent 25 plus minutes until the last game. He played 14. Just something to note. I think he's pretty cheap on FanDuel. Not sure about DK yet. On the Golden State side, we still have Kevon Looney is out. James Wiseman is also out. And because of this, I do like Draymond Green, who has been starting at that center spot, and also just racking up more peripheral stats because he has more touches with the ball. Offense seems to run more through Steph and Draymond a lot now, and I think Draymond's just receiving a huge like uptick in the assist category just because he has more touches now. Able to pass to more people, and people actually making shots. So definitely like him tomorrow. That wraps up this first impression video for this next upcoming NBA slate for the day. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content like this and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching. Good luck on your contest tomorrow, and as always, it's been your boy Tristan Bui, aka SrirachaDFS. Have yourself a good one. I am out. Peace.